Part of Boom's 70th
Wow,
episode has
głośno.
been released just a few days ago, and it was a crazy ride.
Boom stworzył wirus SKIBIDI. No
This
to
episode
oglądamy,
gave me so much
zobaczymy.
material to think through that I decided to dedicate a separate video
Naukowiec
to
to
all the
jedna z
theories and predictions that I've
najważniejszych,
got about it. So
z najważniejszych postaci Skibidi Toilet. Jego wątek nie może być porzucony. Nie no, Boom zapowiedział, że przecież dał nam przeciek, że właśnie ten 70. odcinek koncentruje się właśnie na fabule i naukowcu, więc obstawiam, że w części trzeciej będziemy mieli więcej na temat naukowca.
Astro toilets get connected. And the most important thing is, how did Boom himself get involved in all of this? Get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this
Minę
video to
Sigmę
the
nie
end,
umiem.
because this is going to be really interesting. Let's go!
Lecimy z tym
And first
odcinkiem.
and foremost thing that I would like to discuss is of course the phenomenon of TV men. Now guys, let
TV
me
meni?
clarify something right on the shore. I know that has sort of became a meme already, how I always used to suspect something treacherous about TV men.
No, ten ISO
and
Toilet
how
to
they could turn out
wiecznie,
to be betrayers in the end.
wiecznie słuchajcie, mówi, że
It seemed
ktoś
like I
kogoś
always thought to be
zdradzi.
wrong
Tak jak
episode
ja w
after
sumie.
episode, where TV men
Na
were
razie,
proving
Pizzy Guy.
themselves to
Cześć,
be quite
Skyman.
useful, smart and helpful towards the Alliance. Despite some minor
Ja zawsze myślałem, że TV Meni jakby są powiązani jakoś z
where a bunch of
sekretnym
TV men
agentem.
just turned away and teleported from the upcoming battle, leaving the squad of cameramen all alone before the reinforcements came. Or episode 49, where despite the fact that TV Woman actually saved POV cameramen, TV men also left earlier from the battle with several more enemies left alive, and where we could hear one TV man say to TV Woman it's
I najlepsze jest to, co ten telewizor ma tutaj u góry, jakiś laserek taki.
time to leave in the process.
Tak jak naukowiec trochę. Naukowiec też miał coś podobnego, nie? Może to jest... może to... A czekajcie, a ten drugi TV Man też coś takiego
TV men
ma?
also left earlier from the battle with
Nie, ten nie ma, a ten ma. To wygląda jakby ten był, wiecie, z szpiegiem naukowca.
several more enemies left alive, and where we could hear one TV man say to TV Woman
Zakochany
it's time to
kamera
leave in the
powróci?
process.
Możliwe, no.
But in spite of such trivial matters, TV men also
Testuj gry na Kogamie. Na razie w Kogamę raczej grać nie będziemy.
proved quite a lot of time how they are actually the most useful allies of the Alliance due to their immaculate abilities and technical advantages. Plus, let's not forget about the impact of Titan TV Man, who is considered to be the strongest Titan amidst all three at the moment. And yet, however, I really feel like by the second part of episode 70, I'm seeing a real chance for my old theory to prove to be true. I mean, it could seem ridiculous, but man, what if that's actually possible? We have already experienced a surprise comeback of the sewn-mouthed Skibidi
Mi się wydaje, że ten Lucky Kamera przeżył.
from episode 42, so it looks like Boom
Na
is
jakim odcinku? Jedno jest pewne, Skibidi Toilet skończy się wtedy, kiedy Boom zobaczy, że już nie ma dużo wyświetleń.
really up to making sudden pranks right now. And now, when the TV men
Nie no,
being
gdzieś się zakończy, może na 200 albo 100, kto wie, no 100 może nie, bo to by było za szybko.
let me share my improved theory on them now with you. So, aside from two books with the sign of TV set on their covers, there was also another detail in this episode that left me in quite a restless state of mind. Do you guys remember how, in the end of this episode, both POV Plunger Man and the Black Speaker Man smashed the glasses of the protective glass cages and got the newest equipment for themselves there, including the most recent version of protective earphones and upgraded jetpacks? At the moment, I got to be pretty confused about this, and let me explain why. This kind of equipment seemed to be really fresh to me, as if it was just created by the cameramen scientists in the Alliance's laboratory, because those upgrades came to the soldiers.
Oni
of the
dalej o tym jetpacku gadają, a ja obaliłem już tą teorię chyba
Alliance forces
15
right in
razy.
the battlefield in the end of
Nie?
episode 69. And it happened the same way how Titan Speakerman got his flying speaker upgrades nice and steaming, so to speak.
Wojna
So
Syzyfowa?
the
Może
fact that
tak
the
być,
same
nie?
type of equipment could be already found in the secret room in the Skibidi bunker raised one big important question of mine. How the hell did the newest equipment for the Alliance members get to the Skibidi so early, if it wasn't even used in the
Ale jak wcześniej? No kurde, ten jetpack już był w 52
Battle
odcinku,
against
nawet
them
wcześniej. Cześć Jones, no już trochę, ile?
And now,
Godzina.
only one possible answer is occurring to me. and I
Grałeś
think
kiedyś w Kroniki? Gotika oczywiście, że grałem w Kroniki też. Będę grał w nowego Gotika
you
Remake.
can already guess what it might be. A betrayal. And its
Siema,
source may be
Malon.
no other than TV
Dokładnie
Men.
jest
Why, you
zaalegowany.
ask me? Well, because that's obviously what Boom seems to be hinting us to. Just think about it. We didn't see a single piece of equipment belonging to TV Men's race, no TV set or piece of clothing. The only thing connected to them were the cover images of two anciently looking books indicating to TV Men.
Te książki,
And I have a
nie?
separate theory about these books, which I'll tell you a bit later. So watch this video to the end, not to miss anything important. So based on those observations, I can draw the following conclusion. TV Men either might have been the double agents all along, sharing the
Podwójni
secret
agenci?
information about the Alliance's inventions with the Skibidi scientist,
Nie no,
or they
bardziej mi się
started as the
wydaje, że oni
Alliance's
dla Booma
allies at
pracują,
first,
nie? Dla
but then
agenta.
switched sides for the reason that is yet unknown to us as viewers. Because if you remember, the similar kind of thing happened to Astro Toilets, who didn't really switch sides, but simply isolated themselves both from the Skibidi army and the Alliance forces.
Astro Toilety
Because they
wyglądają jakby to
apparently
było
got
takie
disappointed
inna
in their
drużyna,
former
nie?
associates. What if the similar thing could have happened to the race of TV Men as well? And by the way, it's not going to be the last time when I'll mention the Astro Toilets fraction, but I'll tell you more about it a bit later. So, I have this theory about how the newest equipment for the Alliance got to appear in the Skibidi bunker already. What if all those upgrades that the soldiers of the Alliance forces have got in the end of episode 69 were not created by cameramen scientists, but Skibidi scientists instead, and
A
TV
nie,
men or
no
some
co
other
wy, to
traitorous
jest
figures
dziwna
helped
teoria, nie
switching the
zgadzam
upgrades
się
up.
z nią.
So
Co wy?
instead of the actual
Cześć,
upgrades from the
UTC.
cameramen's lab, the Alliance
A
soldiers
na
have got the
oldschoolowych
replicas
grach?
produced
No,
by Skibidi
tutaj będziemy
scientists.
grali wszystkie gry.
That would explain the placement of those earphones and a jetpack that two of our infiltration squad survivors have got. And also, this leads me to another suggestion that I have about the jetpack here. What if the fuel inside of its turbines contains an explosive power? Because as we know, Skibidi sure as heck love acid and explosive things. So, what if the Skibidi army's plane goes like this? When the soldiers of the Alliance who are fully equipped with those latest pseudo-upgrades will come closer to the Skibidi main base, then someone responsible for those explosives inside of the jetpacks will press a certain button, and the whole Alliance
Nie
combat
no,
force will
słuchajcie,
get into
to już
huge
ja
trouble.
widzę, słyszę te teorie takie na siłę, to już dość. Nie, przejdźmy dalej.
He's alone. What if Skibidi picked up his lifeless body while clearing up the battlefield after?
No ale co jest ciekawe, to że jeżeli Skibidi Toilet podnoszą różne części, to ciekawe, czy oni podnosili kameramenów, to raz, albo no po prostu te ciała tych sojuszu, i czy czasem Luckiego tego zakochanego nie podnieśli również.
Afterwards, and revived
I nie ma tam jakichś doświadczeń
him the
na
way
tym.
cameraman scientists revived Make a Scientist cameraman. And thus, he shared all the info he had about the Alliance technical advances and advantages that he saw in the cameraman lab with Skibidi. And that's how this newest equipment was either created from the
No,
scratch
wydaje mi się,
or
że mogą
replicated by their
mówić to
scientists.
Skibidi też i
Plus, this
normalnie
whole
mówić.
new possible plot arc gets aligned with the TV Men theme as well, because this guy had been betrayed by no other than TV Woman. Now, let's get back to the books with the images of TV Men's sets on their covers. And I have two theories about them here. The first one is that in case my theory about TV Men being traitors towards the Alliance this time comes out to be true, then these books must be some sort of pact documents, which goal is to establish a certain plan of actions between the Skibidi army and the race of TV Men.
A, okej. Nie no, nie wydaje mi się, że to są plany sojuszu Skibidi z TV-menami. Trochę takie teorie, no dość szalone, powiem wam szczerze, tak lekko mówiąc.